Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Breaker, Pocket Casts, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 61. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched Fatherhood. It is the new comedy, dramedy, My Nightmare, starring Kevin Hart, Alfre Woodard, Lil Rel Howery, Anthony Carrigan, Frankie Faison, DeWanda Wise, Melody Hurd is the little girl, and it's directed by Paul Weitz. I think that's how you say his name. He co-directed American Pie. He directed Little Fockers, About a Boy, I think Down to Earth with Chris Rock. Kevin Hart plays a guy who has recently become a widower, and he has a newborn baby, and the struggles of trying to be the best possible parent he can be, raise his baby daughter pretty much all by himself. Like, can't front. 35-year-old grown-ass man. Within the first 15 minutes of this movie, my eyes were tearing up. It punched me in all of the emotions with no warning. If you've seen The Upside, I feel like Kevin Hart has elevated himself into the Jim Carreys, the Adam Sandlers, the Will Ferrells, the Eddie Murphys of comedians who, when they're given dramatic roles, they come to play. Within those first 15 to 20 minutes, Kevin Hart has a scene where, if this wasn't only on Netflix, if this was in theaters during Oscar season, he possibly may have gotten some kind of awards recognition, because he's great in this movie. But it's June. This movie's only on Netflix, so I don't know if I'll push. We got 6 months of movies left. I don't know if I'll push as hard for Kevin Hart to get nominated as I did for Delroy Lindo, who was also in a June only on Netflix movie this time last year and completely got ignored by the Oscars. But Kevin Hart is great with this dramatic material, and I'm watching. I don't want to. It's called Fatherhood. The plot description I gave pretty much tells you what happens. It's not a spoiler, but it's a spoiler. Kevin Hart is raising a baby. I'm sitting here when everything hits the fan next to my wife watching this movie and going through man, this has to happen to millions of people all the time. What if? What would I do? I would feel as helpless as he did. It's an emotional, realistic situation that he's in, and it's kind of you learn it. Nobody's ever ready to be a first-time parent. You learn as you go. You figure it out. You learn what not to do. You make mistakes. You're hard on yourself. You don't know if you feel like you're never good enough. But it's Kevin Hart, and there are also feel-good moments. There are also funny moments. Honestly, for me, Lil Rel made me laugh the most. Paul Reiser, Mad About You, Aliens, Beverly Hills Cop. He is Kevin Hart's boss, and it's the first scene. It's hey, how you doing? Take all the time you need. Blah blah blah. And then after that, he turns into the most realistic supervisor ever, because it's all work. The guy cares nothing about Kevin Hart's home life, daughter, what he's got to the arrangements he needs to make for his baby. So did I read that this is based on true events or based on a book or something? So yeah, the Alfre Woodard. I thought they were gonna do something. I thought Alfre Woodard was gonna be this like highly antagonistic character, because her first couple scenes in this movie are like guns blazing. She has no faith in Kevin Hart able to do a good job, but it's like it's an emotional reaction is what it is, and that's like Kevin Hart's humor is all reactionary, situational. So like I enjoyed that. Yeah, like the laughs were good. This movie has, no pun intended, a lot of heart. Even in the scenes that Kevin is not in, there's still a lot of heart in this movie. I dug this movie. Like, I was looking forward to it when it was supposed to come out last fall. I was looking forward to it when it was on the schedule for this past April. But a movie called Fatherhood coming out Father's Day weekend is kind of genius marketing. So, with all that being said, I will say that, in my opinion, Fatherhood is dope. I don't have any kids, but the movie Fatherhood is dope. What did you think about Fatherhood, man? It was positive, negative, somewhere in between. Let me know. I recently posted a review for Pixar's new movie, Luca, for Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, for Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, for Infinite on Paramount Plus, and Spirit Untamed. Over the next couple days, I hope to watch and review Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1, and then F9 next weekend. We'll be done with June. The weekend after that, in my review for Luca, I said The Purge and I said Boss Baby. But also, No Sudden Move, the new Steven Soderbergh movie, is going to be on HBO Max that weekend. The Tomorrow War is going to be on Amazon Prime that weekend. I'm going to try to watch and review all of those. So, stay tuned, man. Next Rec League podcast episode, we talk about our favorite movies of the first half of the year. Be on the lookout. So, like, subscribe, comments. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.